There's a lot of pressure on India to stop buying Russian oil. And the US president has in fact imposed 25% punitive tariffs on India for doing that, when the fact is that China is the biggest buyer of Russian oil and Europe has been buying Russian energy. Would you say that it's unfair to single India out?
I won't take issue with that, because this is a decision that India does all by itself. It's a big player, it's an independent actor, and it decides what's best for its foreign policy. What I will say is that the things that used to bring us together are now used to tear us apart. So interdependence, trade or energy was supposed to be things that brought us together, but now they can actually be weaponized. I think what President Trump has indicated is that Europe must stop buying oil and gas from Russia, and there are two countries which I mentioned earlier, Hungary and Slovakia, that still do it. Having said that, we have reduced our dependency on Russian energy by 80%, which I think is quite good. China is buying Russian energy, and there have been some secondary sanctions put on some of the key players. And then, of course, the threats coming from the United States on China and India have led to the fact, for instance, by sanctioning Lukoil and Rosneft, that both India and China are taking distance on this. But these are difficult foreign policy decisions. All I can say is that without oil and gas exports, Russia would not be able to afford to conduct this war. But I'm not going to blame India. I'm going to blame all of us collectively.
So you agree that it's unfair to target India?
I think India is not the only one to blame here.
So you agree that India or any other country is free to buy oil or energy from any other country, including Russia, as long as there are no United Nations sanctions?
Again, I'm not going to give advice to India on this. What I can say is that I hope that the European Union and India can finalize its free trade agreement sooner rather than later. India is a big player in all of this, and what India does matters. About the United Nations, I can say, and I've said this in the General Assembly twice now, I want the UN Security Council to be expanded. Its membership should be at least doubled. I think it is utterly, it is wrong that countries like India are not in the UN Security Council. I have suggested that we should have at least one member from Latin America, 2 from Africa, and 2 from Asia. Why? Because I believe in multilateralism, and because I think that if players like India don't feel that they have agency or skin in the game in the United Nations, the institution is going to continue to weaken.